Yo, what is up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. Today I decided that I was going to try doing one of these very popular known as, what are these called again? Oh yeah, versus discussions. Like, I haven't seen anyone talk about this one as much though. Like, I don't think anyone has talked about this at all to begin with, so I'm very excited to, like, finally be talking about something like this. So today I decided I want to talk about something I don't think gets a lot of attention, and I think some people should talk about it. So we're going to be discussing Archie Sonic from the Archie comics versus Ben 10 Classic from the classic original franchise, not the reboot. Just to let you all know. So anyway, before we get into this, I just want to let everyone know that I'm going to try to be, I don't want to try to be critical or anything, so I'm going to try to make this as least opinion-based as possible. But I don't really know that much about neither one of these characters, but I am going to still try I'm going to try my best to at least go into detail about what they can do and, well, how they do it, actually. So I hope you all do enjoy. Sorry. I really don't know what to say. This is like one of my first times ever doing this. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy this video, and without further ado, let's get into the discussion. To start off, let's talk about Archie Sonic. Now, Archie Sonic may seem like your typical video game Sonic, but he's not. Trust me, he's just not. So, I guess let's start talking about what he can do. So, Archie Sonic is pretty much his power, his skills are pretty much the same as video game Sonic. He can do a spin dash, he can move fast. It's Sonic, what do you expect? But as far as what else he can do, he's basically has all these extra powers, like, for example, he can basically still do stuff like the light speed dash and all of that stuff, but basically he can also channel a bunch of energy into himself, and even, well, he is good at close quarters combat if he needs to. But Sonic is pretty much reliant on chaos energy, and he actually has become a embodiment of chaos. And he's also pulled off a lot of good feats. So let's go into those real quick. So the first feat that I'm going to talk about is basically the feat when he outran his own shadow. Now, what makes this very impressive is that shadows are basically like a reflection off of mirrors, like basically a reflection of the sun that basically reflects off of you onto a wall or any flat surface, or even little bumpy surfaces. It's a little bit weird. But basically, in order to move faster than your shadow can even track you, you basically would already have to be moving faster than light. So, and here's the thing, Sonic is most likely moving even faster than that, because while doing this, he's able to box and beat up his own shadow, which doesn't make any logical sense, but once again, these comics are pretty weird to begin with. But basically, this just shows that he can move faster than light if he tries. But anyway, that's pretty much one of his speed feats. Let's move on to his next feat. Now, this next feat is going to basically go over not just his speed, but also his durability. So let's discuss about it. So, as for this feat goes, basically Archie Sonic can, like in this panel, basically there's these aliens that basically come down to Mobius and basically have this machine that can literally replicate, and basically it basically has the power to basically become to have similar properties to a black hole, if not basically the exact same. In fact, it makes a black hole itself. And basically This black hole is so powerful that it basically could potentially absorb the entire solar system if they let it go for long enough. So, here's the thing. In order to basically get rid of this black hole, Sonic literally decides, now this is ridiculous, to literally move so fast and go counterclockwise around the black hole, because here's the thing, black holes do rotate. But basically Sonic decides to move faster than the black hole is rotating in the other direction, that he makes it go so fast that the black hole literally explodes. Like, how do I even pronounce that? Basically, it explodes on, like, it impacts on itself, basically. That is so, it's ridiculous how that feat goes. And right after that, Sonic literally gets blasted. After the explosion happens, Sonic literally gets blasted over 80,000 light years away in space. Even if we lowball this feat, Sonic would at least have to have somewhat of solar system to planet level durability, at the very least. And this is still all of the feats only in his base form. And so let's move on to his super form. Alright, so basically after collecting all the 7 Chaos Emeralds or absorbing enough Chaos Energy, he can basically transform into Super Sonic. Now, unlike in the game, Super Sonic has a multitude of other abilities, but also has a few other abilities that he does have in the games, like the ability of flying. He also is invulnerable. He's not invincible though, because he has been damaged and overtaxed before, but he is but he is invulnerable. Now, he can also use chaos like abilities like Chaos Control, which can control time or alter reality to, like, on a planetary scale. So he is pretty powerful, to say the least. Now, let's move. So yeah. Now, here's a feat right here that literally proves that he's planetary. Just with a finger of his tips, he could literally blow up a planet. Even in this panel, they state that. This is one of Supersonic's greatest feats of power, to be completely honest. So, overall, let's review. So, in his base form, he is already able to move massively faster than light. He can also survive solar system to planet level explosions or attacks, or attack potency, depending on what you want to refer it to. And in his super form, he can blow up planets and even move even faster than that. So, and he is pretty much invulnerable, but his super form can be overtaxed. And I also forgot to mention, there is also a time limit on his super form as well. In the games, it only takes about 50 rings for him to become Supersonic. And as far as the time limit goes, it only lasts about 50 seconds. And once those 50 seconds are up, he is basically very vulnerable and can be killed pretty easily. But overall, Sonic and Archie Comics Sonic is pretty powerful from just going off all of these feats alone. These are some of the best feats I've seen so far. But anyway, let's move on to Ben 10. Alright, let's talk about Ben 10 now. Now, Ben 10's weapon of choice is the Omnitrix. Now, the Omnitrix is basically a portable library of multitudes of alien DNA that he's collected throughout most of his series, from the classic series to Omniverse. He has gathered a lot of useful aliens, but let's go over some of the major ones that will actually play a factor in this fight. Alright, let's talk about some stuff like this. So, first alien on our list. So let's state a few aliens that he usually uses. We have aliens like Shockwave, we got aliens like Feedback, we got Forearms, Accelerate, we got Wired Vine, we have Gubs. I forget some of these aliens' names, I swear to God. I'm so sorry. We also have Water Flow, we got aliens like we even got some very big heavy hitters like Atomic X or Atomic. We got Jet Ray, we got Humungosaur, and some of the most powerful aliens in Ben's arsenal. As I already said, Atomic X is one of them, but we also got Way Big and, of course, Alien X. So, let's talk about a few of these other aliens that are going to play something useful in this fight. As far as his most useful aliens I'm going to see useful in this fight, I'm seeing most of his most useful aliens are most likely going to be Way Big, Jet Ray, Atomic, and Alien X. So let's start off with the lowest one, Jet Ray. Now, Jet Ray is going to be able to counter Sonic for one of Sonic's biggest things, and that is his speed. In an episode of Alien Force, or I believe Ultimate Alien, I forgot which one it was, basically Jet Ray was able to basically move fast enough to move across the galaxy in less than the span of a second. Now, I don't know about you, but that is pretty damn fast. So, yeah, he's pretty damn fast, actually, already in this form. He can also shoot lasers, and is pretty strong as well. So, that's pretty much it for that form. I don't really see that form doing a whole lot in this battle, but he will, I do see him having the speed advantage at least. Now, on to the next alien. Let's move on to this next alien. Way Big. Now, Way Big is I forget what his species is called. I'm sorry, I'm not that big into Ben 10 lore. Alright, please don't get mad at me. Now, as far as this alien goes, Way Big is actually one of my favorite aliens of Ben 10's, to be honest, and I know a lot about him. So basically, he has super strength and has pulled off a bunch of little feats. Like, he also has in one of his battles, like, was able to hurt, like, in Omniverse, he fought a metamorphs that was actually, like, a version of Upgrade, like, one of Upgrade's species, and basically he became so powerful that he was literally made up of living energy. And basically, he's able to hurt him just by shooting, like, he's kind of like Ultraman, like an Ultraman beam at him, and it's just like, bruh, this man is insane. So he's pretty strong, pretty fast. He's basically everything a giant would have. He's basically the Ultraman alien, to be completely honest with you. So, let's move on to his next alien, Atomic X. Now, Atomic X is also very powerful, as he's basically an alien with a bunch of radiation abilities and is pretty powerful to the point where Ben kind of rejects using this one unless absolutely necessary. So it's kind of off limits most of the time. So, but anyway, without further ado, let's talk about his most powerful transformation of all. Let's get right into this. This is about to be a big ass analysis. You all know what it is. Can't believe I'm about to finally talk about this. Alien X. Now, Alien X is a celestial sapien. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that right. Which is basically one of the most powerful species in the Ben 10 universe. So basically, what this alien can do, let's talk about his abilities. So this one can basically controls all of reality, basically. it's pretty much, if you want to say it, he's almost near omnipotent, to be completely honest with you. Now, as far as what his abilities are, his abilities include mind control. He can basically warp reality, which means he can stop time. He can basically erase things out of existence. He can erase people out of existence. He can fly at light speed and is incredibly strong. There's a lot of stuff he can do, but his main thing is altering reality, which means he can stop time. He can rewind time. He can even actually use telekinesis and throw people in the air. He can also create a black hole. He can basically create and even erase things out of existence. That's basically Alien X's whole thing. So let's go over some feats just to show you how ridiculously powerful this guy is. So as far as one of his feats of power, basically in one of the episodes of Ben Tanami-verse, he was basically strong. He was basically, when Ben, once he transformed to Alien X, while he was in the transformation, as soon as he transforms, basically the Annihilark machine basically goes off. And basically Ben 10's just standing around, Alien X is just standing there while the entire universe is basically getting erased. But Ben 10 is, after a while, he's just waiting there and sitting there for a while. He's trying to debate with these other two beings. He does have that limitation, but we'll talk about that limitation a little bit later. So basically, he does have that little limitation right there. But basically, once the universe is already completely destroyed, they don't even realize it was happening at first, but once they do realize it, they try to debate about Alien X fixing all of it. And Alien X literally entire universe. The entire universe was already destroyed, so he just makes an entirely new one. A feat like this alone would at least at universal power, at least. Now, let's move on. Now, here's another feat. As far as durability, he's pretty much universal durability, as well as he's gone up against another Celestial Sapien. He's gone up against another Celestial Sapien, and after that whole episode, a few episodes later, he's fighting another Celestial Sapien because he turns out recreating a universe is basically against the rules. So basically, he has to fight this guy in a duel. And it's here where he starts to gain a massive advantage. He starts to learn one of the greatest things ever. He literally convinces, while in the midst of battle, while he's getting his ass kicked at first, he's just handling the punches of this guy. He's on the same level as him. All Celestial Sapiens can destroy entire universes, even if it's by punching. So he's pretty much so basically he's handling universal striking power and everything while just standing there. But once Ben 10 decides to convince these guys, convince the other two personalities to basically debate on their own and to give the keys to him so he can basically control Alien X. And then they literally agree. They literally agree with him about this, and now he has full control of Alien X, all the time. So now he can literally use almost everything. That limitation no longer matters now. He basically can do whatever he wants with Alien X now. So any limitations he had before, they're now. Now, Ben 10's transformations do have a time limit, But to be honest, he does have a thing called Master Control, which does allow him to keep some of his powers in check for a long period of time. Now, as far as well, damn, I'm sorry. As far as well, oh my god, why I keep saying that? Alien X actually all on his own. There are actually certain transformations that Ben has that will actually force him to stay in those transformations as long as the DNA itself or the alien itself wants him to. So that whole Master Control in the Omniverse, the Omnitrix limitation has been overcome by one of his aliens before, a few times, especially Alien X. So basically, he can already stay in Alien X as long as he wants to. So yeah, that's pretty much overpowered. But in the duel, while fighting this thing, he also is able to make clones of himself, which are not like shadow clones. Basically, they all have the same durability and everything. So it doesn't matter if you punch them, they won't disappear. I just want to make that clear. And also, they're pretty much he's also able to move so fast that he can basically create a galaxy-sized black hole. He's literally able to make a galaxy-sized black hole in less than even 1 second. That is fucking insane. So, as far as it goes, let's review. So, when it comes to power, Alien X, at full potential, Alien X pretty much has universal power, universal durability, and even can move massively faster than light. So, Alien X is pretty busted, honestly. My god. But anyway, I think it's about time I gave my final thoughts and start wrapping this whole thing up. So, let's see who's winning this. So, who wins? Let's go over this. Now, as far as, as strong as Sonic is, in his base form, he is pretty fast. But the thing is, while moving faster than his shadow and re-rotating a black hole is fast, Jet Ray moving across the, galaxy is just much faster. So, even in Sonic's super form, it really doesn't matter. It's pretty much going to not matter even then. Now, the thing about that, and especially Alien X and all the other aliens, now Alien X will also move faster than Super Sonic, so it doesn't even matter. So, in their strongest forms, Sonic is at least planet level. As now, his durability, he's pretty much practically invincible. But here's a few things about Sonic Super Form and Alien X. Alien X can last forever. Sonic Super Form cannot. In the Archie comics and in the video game, Sonic can, in his super form usually only lasts about 50 seconds. So after that 50 seconds is up, he'll be entirely defenseless against Alien X. So to be completely honest, I don't really think there's anything Sonic can really do against Ben 10 once he goes full on Alien X. Even in his super form, he doesn't stand a chance. So, here's why. First of all, Alien X is way faster than Sonic, as he was able to move and create a black hole around the galaxy in less than a second. Now, he is very comparable to Jet Ray, if not even faster than Jet Ray, and Jet Ray is already faster than Sonic to begin with, even in his super form, so that's pretty ridiculous. So here's how Alien X can win. Alien X, just by a few attacks, would probably, even if Sonic is in his super form, Sonic will get destroyed, easily destroy Sonic just with probably a few punches, to be honest with you. And not only that, but honestly, I don't think Sonic could even hurt Alien X, even in Super Sonic. There's no way for him to do that. While Sonic is is invincible in his form. He's only planet level as best, while Alien X is at least has universal durability. And while Supersonic you can now, so I don't really think Sonic can even damage Alien X to begin with. So yeah, and plus, not to mention Sonic. So as I said before, Sonic has a limit on his super form, whereas Ben 10 won't have any limit on how long he can use Alien X. After the 50 seconds of Sonic in his super form are up, he's pretty much doomed to fail at that point. There's honestly nothing he can do at that point. Like, he's pretty much screwed, actually. Like, even in his super form, Sonic could actually just, or if Ben 10 wanted to, just by blinking once, he could erase Sonic out of existence, super form or not. Like, base form or in super form, he could just, like, Ben 10 could just straight up erase him out of existence. There's honestly nothing Sonic can do in this situation. So as much as I hate to say it, so I'm really sorry about this, Sonic fans, but I'm really gonna have to give it to Ben 10. And Alien X. He's just so the reason why is that Alien X is just way too fast, way too, and just even though Sonic you can say that he's invincible all you want, but he's only practically invincible. He's not totally invincible. He can be, his invincibility, that is called a no limits fallacy. You can't say he's 100% invincible because he has been damaged before. It's seen if you do read the Archie comics, he has been damaged in his super form and he has been knocked out of it. So he's not really totally invincible, whereas Alien X practically is. So there's really nothing Sonic, even in his super form, can do against this. And if Alien X wants to, he could just, like I said before, he could just erase him out of existence altogether. So I am sorry, Sonic fans, but I'm going to have to give this one to Alien X. That's just the truth. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And turn on those notification bells so you don't miss any videos I upload. And, well, this was a very fun thing to talk about. If you guys want me to do more of these, do comment down below if you want me to do more of these. Cause if you really do enjoy this kind of stuff, I will start uploading more of these versus debates. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you next time. This is Jam Mega ZX signing off.